Hello, Mark. Before you even say anything, I'm here. I just need to do something. I don't know where I need to do it. Going to have a look at that later. So, he is early. He's a minute early. So I just thought I would jump in before you got the chance to badmouth me as usual, Mr. Fairbrother. So, just going through some of the settings. Good evening, Paul. Good evening, X-Wing Tavern Wars. Good evening, Chewy. Good evening, David. And a new subscriber of Archnin. Good evening, Archnin. Right, I was wanting to do something, but it's been that long since I've done it. Nope, not that button. No, don't know how to do it. Okay. I need to sort out. We have some new things to do on the stream for followers and stuff like that. But I can't remember where it all is. So I will have a look at it. And hopefully we'll be able to get some new features running. We've had the number of VIPs increased, so we can have a few more VIPs. So we're going to go off viewing stats. I don't know why some of you guys don't have it already. I know Archnin used to have it. No, I haven't added your 1,000 points because I took them away for you being cheeky. Thank you for the sub, Tomo. That is much appreciated. So I've been looking at stats today. The stream compared to last year is absolutely, I'm blown away by the, we're not hitting thousands and thousands of people, but I view it as a high quality clientele that I have visiting, so that's more than enough. But we're up to over 300 followers and over 30 subscribers, which is absolutely fantastic. I do appreciate every one of you. Yeah, whatever you say. I do need to get marble runs set up, Paul. It's not something that I've managed to get reset on this computer. I do want to do it. I'm really interested in getting it done again. I just need a little... Yeah, that, Paul. Exactly. But there's viewer rewards, channel points, all the channel points on, the emotes are all done. Drops, I don't get drops because I'm not doing any of that sort of stuff. So there is community challenges, highlight my message, unlock a random sub emote, send a message in sub only, choose an emote to unlock, modify a single emote. I don't know what half of this does, so we're going to have a look at it over the next couple of weeks. There is quite a few new shiny bits in there. Yes, that sort of stuff. You can't make me turn my remote down or pass it over to someone else. But yes, I need to start using that side of stuff as well, because I don't think you guys use it as much. I know you use the points and stuff like that a lot, but I would like to get the channel points sorted as well. So something new. Yeah, but he's never here at the moment. He's always busy working and stuff like that. So I've got it on my list over here of things to do. I've also got a list of bits and pieces that people wanted to see for the Patreon this weekend. So I'm going to do a few videos over the weekend for the Patreon. one of you kind people will put in the chat that we have a patron, no doubt. There's some more use of some of the newer paints coming up in there, as well as found another couple of things I would like to try. I've seen some other YouTubers play around with it. So Fred from the other night has yielded some amazing results. So I want some Space Marines to try some new stuff. So tonight we're going to finish off the troll with the cannon and the gobbo on the top, and finish off the Kromlech. Let's go over the painting. We're going to finish off the Kromlech Weird Boy. I've loved painting him. I know he's just he's been a bit of an experiment with the colours that we've used. I do need the black, so I'll crack on while I'm talking. So he has been a bit of an experiment with the clears, followed by the enamel wash. I did get the enamel wash back out today. So the enamel wash was absolutely mind-blowing. So I'm going to do some more bits and pieces with that enamel wash, including this fella that he might get done on Wednesday next week. Hey Con, how are you doing? Hey big bearded beasts here. We've just been talking about you, Martin. So this week's top donators will get put into the raffle for one of these fine objects. So if you're in the top 6 this week, next week on Wednesday we'll be doing the draws then, 8:30, and whoever's got your thing always goes off, Martin. So yes, next Wednesday the top 6 will be drawn, and whoever the top 6 donators are for the month will get put into a raffle, and there is a Moonstone starter set, which is prize number 1. There is the Moonstone rule book, which is also a massive art book as well. There is loads of gorgeous pictures in there of all of the characters, and the gobbos are just class. The fire spitter, it's got a dragon's head on a pair of bellows. Grub, Shaboom, Beaky Bobby, Boom Boom McBoom. And we've got a few of us painting these up. I've not got round to painting because I've been painting stuff for other people at the moment, like the last one. I've not got much of my own stuff done yet. So this one is the third part of the giveaway. So that is number 3, which he is the troll, and he's got a goblin. I would have kept this one myself. I might win it myself if I donate all the prizes. Yeah, and all these prizes were given to us by the creators of Moonstone. It's absolutely fantastic that it is quite an honour to get bits and pieces like this to give away to you guys. I love giving you guys as much as I can, but when a game creator comes on and likes the way that we've done a couple of bits, and yeah, it is quite an honour. I'm just cleaning up the base again, just quickly. What I did do is, while I was off air, hello Craig, while I was off air, I did do the wash so it would be dry, so we could actually get these parts done, and some shrubs down and that sort of stuff. So that is what we're doing now. We've also, this weekend, for any of the patrons, I will be doing some videos. I put a picture up there last night of the work that we've been getting done on the Greenskinz. It's you. You're getting old. Old man eyes, as Ronan keeps telling me, David. And that's why, because I've got my wrong glasses on, so everything looks... Now it looks better. One of the reasons it looks fuzzy is because we're looking down on it and the depth perception on the cameras isn't that good. But once I go back to the normal way, we should be good. Give me 2 seconds. How was that? And again, as I've said, and you can still see his blue and brown eyes, as Mark wanted. So one of the one of the things that we want to do on here is paint stuff slowly. We're not going to rush it, but there is nothing on there that you guys can't do. I think that is you, David. Is anyone else having buffering or me stuttering or pausing? And what I've got it set up so I can see it on here as well. And I've not seen anything come through as problematic yet. Get better internets, David. So yeah, there's nothing on... Oh. Okay. I'm taking Craig's word. I like Craig better than you lot. He has good internet. There you go. Ash is fine. So yeah, there was nothing. All we literally did was blocked in the colours, the greens, the browns, just a couple of various. We were just mixing it on the wet palette to change up the colours a bit from the deep brown, and then we added a bit of red for the pockets, so there was a pocket brown. Then we added some brown leather to there, a bit of red cloth, the green, and then it was just the enamel wash over the whole thing, sponged off while it was still sort of damp. Then we went back over with the metal, did a wash on the metal, and then just details and the little rusty patches. There wasn't anything like 3 or 4 layers. We've gone for... I could have redone... I was looking at redoing the whole belly so it was all smooth and it didn't have the spots of dirt and the little... It's got a little pustule there that it's painted in, the little dot. There's no lump there, but it just looks like a little pustule or a spot. And that one's in the paint, in the model. But the way that has worked, it's like, boom, that's very easy. Anyone can do this. I wouldn't say new favourite wash, Con. I'm going to quote what I always say. It's another tool in the toolbox. It does things differently. Anyone that watched the Eisenhorn video... I was very worried about painting Eisenhorn, and that again was just I went in and hit the reds, the colours. We did the zenithal highlighting and some of the zenithal showed through the colours, and then we just coated it in that, and then sponged it off with the makeup sponge triangles, the pennies, the nothing, and it's just rub it all over, clean it off. If you then want to do further detail, I went in with the same thing, just a cleaning pad, and then just rubbed it and cleaned it off. His cloak, the same. It's got dark textures because you can't rub off in there, so the dark textures build up. We did a couple of little bits of detailing as we were doing it. I was using more like a glaze on the red to bring out some of the highlights and stuff like that. And the metalwork on the leg in here, again, was all done in silver before we used the wash. And then I just run that one of them, couple of rubs down there, and it cleaned it off. Absolutely fantastic. And then one of the alien bases that we got off eBay. Cracking bases. I got a full set to do all of the ones. But I just love the way it came out. It's meant to be Eisenhorn in a grimdark setting, and that just did it. That hammered the grimdark, so to speak. So I wouldn't say it's my favourite wash. Thank you, Tavern Wars. That does mean a lot. But it's not my new. I wouldn't say my new favourite way. No, favourite ink, but it is one of my new favourite techniques of how to do it, because I think you could use it with oils and stuff like that, but they would take longer. And then I've got this fella to do. Might do this one on next Wednesday, and I'll be doing the same style. I'm doing all my 54mm stuff in the same style. So just so you get a size reference, that is the difference between the two. So I've got another couple of these flitting about around the country. I've got the what's it called? Vindicare Assassin, so the Vindicare Assassin, Eisenhorn, and the Eldar Sniper were three of my big bucket lists. But I've started painting and collecting the 54mm stuff now, so there is no stopping me. The only thing I have said is, until I finish one, I don't buy another one. Alien Glow Painting has acquired me one as well, but he won't give me that till these are finished. The only other caveat was someone else bought me one, and I'm going to be doing that. I want to do this one next Wednesday, and if the other one comes, I'll be doing it over the weekend myself, in my own time, because Vindicare Assassin. So for the orc, do I go? I'm just looking at what kind of basing to put down. I think that's a little bit bright. Sorry. I think that's just a tad bright. I'm erring on the side of burnt. That's not. Yeah. I hope she's looking after that dog. Having a look at. If anyone is wanting Gamers Grass products, they're on the website. We are due a restock. We just had Brexit bouncing issues. They're basically because, quite rightly, Gamers Grass wouldn't pay or make us pay. Are they? Yeah, I'm going to go with that one. Yeah. Gamers Grass weren't happy about us having. Ooh. They're nice. I'm going to go with them. I think they're swamp. Yeah. weren't happy about us paying customs twice, because we were paying it in the UK when it goes out, and they were trying to charge us for it something else. I think it was leaving the country as well. We've been hit a couple of times for it leaving a country as well as getting it into the country. Yes, we do wash grass, but just not. I tend to do it on the light ones to get a slightly different shade. It's just, I think that's a little bit too bright, even with a wash stain on it. But that does give me a little bit of the desired effect. Anyway, using the usual PVA. It's long since been the army painter stuff, unfortunately, but the tub's absolutely fantastic. I've had this for about 5 or 6 years. Tweezers, haha. I do have all the tweezers somewhere. See, this is what happens when I tidy up. I can never find anything again. So the adhesive on the tufts is good enough to go straight down. Force of habit, just the way that I do it, or whatever, or however you want to call it, I've just always glued them. I think it's probably the fear from when I used to do the what they're called, the GW tufts and stuff like that. The GW ones just fell off all the time after getting them all nicely placed and stuff like that. I'm doing one round. It does take a little bit longer to dry, but you're just a little bit more reassured that it's down and it's done. And this is, it looks brown and burnt, but it has green in amongst it as well. So I think it's the swamp one, which is working well on here. And then one more in the middle, just to. Again, I'm doing it to tabletop. I'm not doing it to high end. So if I was doing it to high end, I might get some longer shrubs in and some other bits in. Oh, I'll just go in there. There we go. And then one final go round with the black. Just to get the base highlighted. So yeah, we've took on board what people have been asking for the Patreon videos. So I have got plans and a couple of ideas of what people asked for. If you're interested, we have a few different levels of patrons. At the moment, there is no one on the high tier because, yeah, I haven't done anything to push it or promote it or anything where you would get to see what you get. But the top tier is, it's an expensive one. So it's £50 a month, and you would get a model once a month like that painted sent out to you. The one below it is the most popular at the moment, and that's what you get. That's where you get the loot box. So it's £25 a month, and every 2 months you get a loot box full of painting equipment. I'm just hoping that, yeah, I still have Martin and Catherine's here. Because, you know, Martin was meant to come for it. So that's the Protect supply drop. I think a few of you have already had it and looked through it. There is a couple of Sneak energy drinks. This is this month's. Next month's will be different. We're going to do different stuff in them next month. All about the same value. It's all stuff that we use as well. Airbrush medium. This is what we were on about yesterday with the gemstone and the blue and the black paints, night scales. So you can use that with that to make that lovely little wash setup we had. There's the copper and my favourite plate mail silver. There's the disgusting slime that I do need to do some demos on. There is excuse me, one of the Red Grass Gaming 360 degree ergonomic handles, and a spare pack of bits in there. Mixing balls, my favourite Gorilla Glue, bit like Martin. So you get one of these every 2 months, every 2 full months of subscribing, as well as then access to all the videos and the pictures. And we do intend to do special offers, but we also offer those spare bits through me. Yep, Chewy did a great video as well of what he got in his. I think if he'd opened them in a different order, he might have worked out what the spare bits were. But yeah, so that is our troll. So I'm going to go with the same. I'm going to go with them, and I can get them done now at the same time. So this month I've had a couple of other bits already. I've already been picking some bits up. Again, bits that I like and I use, and I not necessarily use it all the time on the live streams and stuff like that, but you never know. I could do a video of us using some of the bits and pieces when I pull my finger out. I do apologise for not doing many videos for the patrons at the moment. We have been stupidly busy, and I know that's not you guys' faults, so I'm going to do extra, I promise. We'll get some other ones. But yeah, there's a couple of bits in the next one that I'm really excited about getting on the yeah, definite sneak. Hi Rob. I owe a lot to Sneak. I was some of the people were with me when it happened. I had quite a bad experience at a X-Wing tournament, and I'd been playing non-stop all day, and friends had been bringing me Red Bull, big cans of Red Bull, and I'd had 6 or 7 cans of Red Bull, and technically I should have been buzzing for about a month, but I actually nearly flaked out, and a good friend Josh Chambers actually caught me and sat me and put me on the chair, and nearly face planted my opponent all the way across the table, and yeah, I ended up losing that match on default because making a mess of the place. But yeah, I started drinking Sneak. It still has the same energy thing. It just doesn't have, it's not crammed full of sugar and not crammed full of a lot of the bad things that were causing me problems. It has more natural ingredients, and I've been drinking Sneak now for 2 years. I have most of the flavours. I love the different flavours that they do. The cans are absolutely fantastic. I don't have any at the moment. I've run out, and they've got none in stock, and they've not told me when I'm getting more. So I just thought, when I do these supply drops, I'll order. I'm trying to order some of the new ones. What were I can't remember what the flavour was, but the new flavour. Gonna throw some new ones of them in this month as well, and then there's some limited ones kicking about that I might throw in as well. So we'll wait till these two guys are dry. The glue needs to dry, and I'll get some better pictures put up on the Patreon once all of the bases are dry and he's fully ready to go. No, we did it. I got sent a taste test sample pack, and there was Tutti Frutti in there. It is Neon Punch, it's called, and they've just done the sachets as well, so I will be getting some sachets. So the flavours, the rough flavours that they do at the moment is Neon Punch, Blue Raspberry, Cherry Bomb, Stealth. Stealth's like a lemonade-y flavour. Tropic Killer, the best, which is strawberry and watermelon. Then Purple Storm, Sour Apple, Bubblegum Millions, and Strawberry Millions. One of the big ones I like is you get a scoop, and what I do is do half a scoop of Cherry Bomb and half a scoop of Sour Apple, and it tastes like the Oasis cherry and apple flavour, sour apple and cherry, or sour cherry and apple. Oh, and it's absolutely fantastic. Yes, Mr. Darren, that is a Moonstone figure. I've painted a full one. There we go, Daz. He's still wet. I've just finished him. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. One brown, one blue eye. He's got a mad gobbo on his back. Oh, he did it so the mad gobbo's sneakily peeking to the right as he's shooting forward as well. Just daft. So, where is his box? I have his box around here somewhere. Yep. So, that's his box. I've gone with a more green Shrek-like one, but yeah. Pretty happy with him. As I say, it's simple. You guys can do this as much as I can. Remember the process. We did the greens. We did obviously the zenithal highlight, which you can do with a spray can if you want. We then did the mix of greens on the wet palette. We then used the dark brown wash from AK Interactives, the enamel wash, and then we had loads of chance to clean it off using the sponge, and then it went back to bits and pieces, and that's how we. So that is him, and he is included in our giveaway, Darren. So he gets given away next Wednesday for the top donators of the stream. Which, should we have a look at that? I haven't looked at that for at least today. At the moment, the top donators are Archnin on £30, Tavern Wars on £20, Ulfric on £20, Mark on 15, and Will from the Ready Room on 10, and then Kinger and Asher Eden tying it at 5th, tying it at 6 on a fiver. Yes, bad Kinger, bad Kinger again. I'll probably just take Kinger's name out of it and let Ash have 6th spot. Or Ash will do his usual thing and come along next Wednesday and put a huge donation in and go top of the tree and win it all again. Oh wait, that's what he did last time. I think Mr. Eden's done the best out of the donators so far. I think he's 2 out of the 6 that we've done. But yeah, that's where we're at with it. So what I'm going to do is, I did have some more bases for. I'm going to leave those 2 to dry now while I'm looking. I'm sure I had some more. There we go. That base and that figure, I think. Yeah. So, how Friday night clicks. Who is? I know Friday night clicks from somewhere, but I can't remember where now. Yeah, unfortunately, because of space and all stuff like that, we ended up moving on from Hero Clicks. There wasn't enough in the UK wanting it. Hi TJ. Yeah, we met at Expo, and we've chatted a couple of times. We struggled with it. We were spending 2 to 3 times the money that we were making on it, unfortunately. And I think it's the same with a lot of them. Not many singles places can survive, unfortunately. It's, yeah. Foxy got my repaint of Thanos, so it went to a good home. And I didn't upset many more people by killing Hero Clicks figures. But we're just waiting for our local store to reopen, and we'll see how things lie when that happens. But yeah, Dale and Foxy have been talking about it. I'm still in the Clicks groups with them all, and keep a. Yes, he is. We do love Foxy here. He was massive in setting this stream up with me. Him and Dale also were here. They stayed here overnight for our charity stream that we did. They stayed in the garage and kept everything running up there perfectly. So, people who didn't know, that wasn't an error. I was pulling his arms off. There's a lot of super glue that I want to clean and get off the Mini, and then clean up a bit. So it's a bit of a shame as well, because we've just commissioned a full new website for singles, but when I checked, they don't do. They only do a couple of the card games at the moment. So we're waiting on. I think tomorrow we will go live. With all luck, tomorrow will be our going live day. Oh no, we've got to the point where this is extra work. I'm at the point now where we've got the bits and pieces done that I needed to do. Just cleaning up, but his arms didn't. His arms had a big gap. We should be doing this close. So yeah, the arms have a big gap for some reason, and I just need to clean in here and see why. These are probably more expensive than Thanos at the moment. Getting hold of these 54mm GW minis. So we're just cleaning it up. Yeah, I've got one coming that's we got lucky. Well, my friend got lucky with it when he bought me it, and he's paying 100 and something quid for it, and it's coming from America. But I'd only ever seen it sell in the UK twice, and it's been on my bucket list of minis I wanted to buy, paint, and collect. And the last 2 times I'd seen it in the UK, that it had gone close to £300 for the mini. So this this was the one that started it all again for us. Alien Glow, who should be in the chat. Yeah, catch you in a bit, Archnin. That was the first one that started it all off again. I had these years ago, and then I got rid of them, and big regrets. But I'd never got. There was 2 snipers. There was the Eldar Sniper, which is this one, and the Vindicare Assassin. And the Vindicare Assassin was like, there wasn't many of him printed, and it was like unreal to get hold of. And my friend, as I say, my friend's got me one, and they're round about a £300 figure unpainted. And then, yeah, getting them painted on the stream it's a bit of a guilty pleasure. Where's all of these? So I know there's a notch under this super glue somewhere. And I could soak him I could soak him in meths and that way, but I just want to see where it is. I'll be honest, I don't want to take too much of it away because it is gap filling as well. I'm guessing he's deep in the... Yeah, because I'm not hitting metal there. So it is just super glue coming out. So when this has gone together, they've not done what we talk about. You should always dry fit it. So what they've done is that notch, and they've got it to that point there, and the huge gap around his arm is because it's just not quite. And a little bit of sprue, a little bit of flash that's just stuck in my finger that we'll have removed. Let me see if I can get any more of that out without it. There we go. So it's just scratching and probing to get rid of the super glue. And get it back to the metalwork underneath. And hopefully it'll get to the point where we can actually fit that in and it come together really nicely. think it's still going to need some gap filling, so I'm going to remove what I think is causing it. There's a big lump of super glue on the end of it as well. There we go. Nice. I'm hoping that will fit into there nicely and then fit over onto that once it's there we go. Glue is all removed from that, and when they'd glued the hand on this end it looked like it had been disjointed because it was halfway across where it should be. I felt like up into my hair. What hair, you say? Right, I'm having second thoughts because it's not, the super glue's not coming out of the places that I need it to. I'm going to remove him from his stand, which he wasn't very glued to anyway. So what I'm going to do now is clean up some of his, are you ready for this, Mark? I hope you're sitting down. I'm going to clean up some of his mould lines. Yeah, I don't want to damage it, Paul, but if you look, the back of this, I have a feeling it's been repainted, overpaint. I think it's been a paint job and then they've stripped it, but when they've stripped it they've also glued it back together quite hastily. It'll only take half an hour in a strip tank. And then I'll get to see what's there and how much it needs redoing. But when it's this sort of level figure and I just want it right. Now we can see all of the dents and the divots in that I'm not going to get with these, but what I will do is clear them up a bit, and then when it comes out of the dip tank I'll be able to see better what I need to clean up. So that's metal. So I'm wondering if that cloak is like camo cloak with leaf on and stuff like that. So that's his base. I will have that as his base. He will get cleaned up, and the two bits. The paint does look thick on here, so I'm just guessing that he could do with a bit of TLC and a dip in the tank. So, because I can't do that, and that does waylay plans slightly for what I was about to do, I have got another mini. This was gifted to us by Broken Toad. So it's another one. It's round about the 54mm scale. It's not a match, but the camo, I think that camo is actually built in, but I can actually show you the masks at some point. Should do it as a patron video. Because you know I've got a patron. I'm not sure Mark's told anyone for a while. I'm just cleaning the base off and getting my orange tack back. Wow. Wonder if the stream actually works out that you've said patron and goes, you know what, we'll stick an advert up and see if we can, because that's the usual thing that happens. Patreon, whatever you call it, is a subscription-based website. If Mark would be so kind, he can put the link up. Hey, oh, no, that's not Patreon, that's Points, Paul. It's totally different. Our Patreon account at the moment, David, hey, there you go. Thank you, Mark. You join on, well, multitask. You're a man. Yeah, you basically subscribe to it, David. It's a once a month deal. What happens is you get access to videos that others don't see for a couple of months, the way I've been doing it. But you get to see certain videos a month early at the base level. There's one that just helps me, which is, I think it's £2 level. There's a £5 one where you get to see videos. I was wanting to do it a month early. I've just not got round to putting any of them up on YouTube yet, so people have got to see them a lot earlier. The next level up there and gives you 10% in the shop. It's a £10 subscription once a month, but it gives you 10% off in the store, and then all of the videos. The next one up is a little bit bigger. It's a £25 one, and the £25 one, every 2 months you get a supply drop from us with paints and stuff that we use in the stream or that we are going to do demos on in the stream, and you get a box full of goodies once a month. The quick one was that. There we go. That was last month's, where you got the handle that you've just bought, both types of glue, paint, some sneak, so that. So it's a good thing. There's a £50 one a month, and then every 2 months you get a figure to this sort of value, paint and sent to you every 2 months. So, and the supply drop as well. So it's double double bubble, as it were. So, what we're going to do in the meantime, and then I'll have 2 figures on the go again, like we did last time. These are resin cast miniatures from Broken Toad. They have some fantastic miniatures, and they've got some amazing ones coming out. When they did the Kickstarter probably 6 months ago, they went for the license for Jim Hansen and got the 2 for yes, it is very Mando. That's why he gave me it as well. Resin casts. I'll get you the picture in a second once I get to the store. He has got I'll copy it and link it. I bought all of the Dark Crystal ones out. Yes, I've ordered it, Tomo. It is on its way when it gets released. I do have the next. I have all 5 of them now. I definitely wanted that. Thank you for the heads up. I'm being beaten by a box. I can't remember how I did this last time. They're a complicated thing, these boxes. So that lifts up, and does that push it? There we go. So yes, Chris is doing I forgot the name of it. God, I'm having a really bad day with my memory. I was being cautious. When you see how many bits there is, I wasn't just ripping into it. I was taking it steady. And hello, Black Talon. So, the Kickstarter, as I keep trying to remember, there's 2 different heads as well. Is it 2 different heads, or is that Vader-esque one or a robot head? I'm going to have to decide on that. Yeah, the Kickstarter was for all of the Jim Hansen. Oh, that's nice. Well, miniatures from either Labyrinth or oh, cool, David. If you need any bits or any help, just give us a shout. So that's the how it actually. You don't need to pin it or anything like that because it all goes in on its own. I do like that. Yeah, Beskar spear. Oh, I should have just converted it, shouldn't I? So yeah, he's doing Jim Hansen, and I bought the Dark Crystal set, and it's a bit of a pricey guilty pleasure, but they are so nice. Oh wow, yeah. I was absolutely blown away when I saw the first couple that were revealed. I was like, yep, just take my money, take it all. And obviously I've been selling his product for the last couple of months to try and pay for it, which but yeah, no, the Labyrinth stuff is fantastic as well. There should be, as he said, soon, very soon. And again, it's all approved by Jim Hansen, and all of their sculpts have been backwards and forwards to get the proof. Just I don't know how they wouldn't, because they're absolutely fantastic. Right, I'll just cut off. I might pin them. So that is, I'm definitely going with the head, the cowled head. Yeah. How in comparison to, I think they're a lot bigger. Yeah, it's a lot bigger scale. So it goes round his waist. So again, just spending time playing around with where the bits go before you start going in with the glue. Gives you a bit of an idea. And obviously looking at the pictures of the model. Gives an idea of how the bits go together. I think that does join onto that. I just need to clean that edge off. So let's have a look at that. Yeah, I'm almost certain that will join. I'm not sure it's meant to, or I could be totally wrong, and that is, it looks like it's meant to join on the inside there, so I'll work to get that joint. That's cool. So that's one of the ways that the spear's been held. Down over. Slight back angle up. Yeah. So that arm is a little bit of flash. That's nothing there at all. That's perfect. Perfect. This side is, again, it is raised and it has a small bit of flash on there. Let me get my super goggles on. There's the mould line there, so hardly anything to it. It just looks like a hair. Yeah. There's none on the other side. There we go, one arm done. Let's check this arm for mould lines. What I'll also do tomorrow, before gluing any of this together, we will go and give it a good wash with soapy water, with it being resin. There we go, two arms. Let's get some of the resin off the back edge. So, colours. And I'm actually thinking, as you said, Mark, Star Warsy. But doesn't that look like an Imperial chestplate, something like Via's, or that would be wearing? I don't know, that could actually meant to be a V in it at the back. I'm going to try it. I might leave it with the V in the back because that actually looks okay. So that's the hand on the other side, so that just needs a little bit removing there. These are super easy to fit together. The pegs and stuff. Sorry. So there's a peg and a hole. You don't even need to drill stuff, and it's there. It's done. So I'll get the hands prepared before putting them together. Let's have a look over the body, see if there's any cleanup needed. I don't think, again, I'm being very, very picky. There's a very small bit of mould line there, and these look as though they've already been cleaned up. All the mould lines are really, really minute. That's it. Let's have him on there. So we're thinking Imperial officer colours. Imperial officer colours, and I've just noticed there's a bit there that needs trimming. I might get my head for a minute. There you go. Yeah, that's amazing. It is amazing. I want all of the things. So I don't know if the sculpt now. I think I'd be doing the sculpting injustice if I started changing the pose and stuff like that. So clean up the pads a bit. And let's have a look for the drill. Yeah, well, it doesn't mean just because he's an Imperial officer doesn't mean he got the just because he's in Imperial armor doesn't mean he got it for being an officer. Look how many Mandalorians are kicking about without with fake armor and stuff. Not fake armor, stolen armor, not their armor. See how deep that goes. Yeah, that's more than enough. Gives it a bit of strength and a bit of just a bit more balance on her. Squeak. A bit more than that one. So yeah, I can't wait to get hold of the. I'm very worried about painting any of the dark crystal. Dark crystal's been a bit of a, well, it was probably one of my favourite films as a kid, growing up, outside of it being Star Wars. Or outside of anything Star Wars, should I say. Yeah, that's enough. So he is ready for, let's have a little bit of that cut off ready. Use tomorrow. In fact, I might super glue that in now, and oh, sorry, I'll do it. It's hard keeping everything on screen. Where's Martin when you want innuendos? So I've basically filled the hole there. I cut that in two. Try and fill it. And when I come to stick this to the base, what I'll do is I'll run the cutters round it and take as much of the super glue off so it goes flat, but I really want as much in the hole as possible for now, and then it's set. Now the other thing to do is try and get these to set in perfect harmony. So when you're pushing them through the holes, they go together. Yeah, you're not going to see it on there. So yeah, as you can see, they're in both in a straight line. So when you drill the holes into this, they go straight through. What I will do is when I go to do them, I will shorten them to about there, and then we can drill into there, and then fill the holes with super glue. And it does have a little bit of leeway till the glue goes hard. But once it's done, it's done. So he's pinned to the base. I think these parts are going to be pretty easy to hold together themselves, because that's pretty pinned in there. So you can put it both ways. So in the picture, it's down like So it's down like that. Yeah, so it goes together like, I've gone off the top now. There you go. So that's that piece. We're not going with that head. Let's go back to the box. This is something as well. That just looks fantastic. It's got the toad in the background, which looks absolutely cool. I was seeing if my other toad was kicking about. Don't think it is. I'll try and find it for the next time. I have. So one of the first things that I saw from Broken Toad was Toadie in Carbonite. He is very mucky. I need to he hasn't hopped it, he's in Carbonite. I have another one of these somewhere, brand new in the box in the cellophane, because I bought two, but this I've never ever got chance to finish off all of the bits. It's meant to have bushes and stuff where it's an objective marker that I was using for Legion. And it's like, yeah, that is cool. And it's one of the first bits that I bought from Broken Toad. I got a brush, but that was one of the first bits of resin that I bought from him. But it just looks so cool. So, tomorrow's cleaning. I need to clean the body. And the cloaks. That's already a go. The arms, the head, the weapon, the base, and the hand. So I will do all of them tomorrow. So that's 2 lots of cleaning. I've got a strip and clean and a clean. Yes, I don't even know what you're on about, Mark. My psyche has just ignored it totally. Starting to run out of things to do today. Do I do that or that? I'm not sure why, but that stayed. Yeah, that stayed a bit damp. So what I'm going to do is, to seal that in, I'm going to quickly do the base in attach to the tool top. So if I do everything except for the tip of that, I can get the tip later on. So you can go off that. And so this is just my usual tester's tool coat in a spray version, which is oops, I didn't mean to delete them all. Oh, bad moderator. Bad moderator. How long? 60 seconds, Mark? Oh, 600 seconds. Ah, 10 minute. No, we can't have him off for 10 minutes. Where is... So, where do I allow people back in? Definitely broke it, Mark. The problem is, it's all gone. His name's gone. Oh, viewers list, of course. There we go. No, he's still there. See, you learn something new every day. 1, yes you can silence Martin, and 2, I didn't mean to delete all the jokes though. Sorry. So, anyway, what was I going to do next? Other than, we've just sprayed them, so let's see how that goes. I'll show you some bits and pieces that I picked up this week. I managed to get some of the Lord of the Rings minis. So, I got the Witch King of Angmar, one of the Black Riders, on his horse. Yeah. Well, I found out the hard way. I have got a couple of Landos, but the way that they are situated at the moment is they are stupidly hard to get hold of. I need to do something where it goes on to next week as well. What time is it? 24? I could get one ready. And then I got the 2 dwarves. The dwarves are class. I could build... Yeah, let me go and have a look. I could get a Callison Lando, build them, and have them ready for... Because I've got nothing lined up for Thursday either. Good shout, Craig. Yeah, the metal from GW, Mark, they were on... We got them on the proper official GW ones. It doesn't actually say on it properly, does it? But MGM, New Line Cinema. Oh, there they go. They're at the bottom. GW. The print on demand, so they took like 2 months to get here. Oh, hey, Kinger. Yep. I've had my first print on demand stuff turn up. Dwarfs. So my 2 dwarfs. No, they literally they've been reusing the molds, mate. So they take orders for so long. Yeah. Yeah, basically is 180 days to deliver. Yeah, and you get a week to order them. So we have a Callus and we have a Lando. Both of which I don't play. Paul. You what? I'm running out of things to do.
What Alice is doing. Look at the views on the bottom one.
Look at the views on the rest of them.
I know, but we've still only got 5 followers.
Well, we'll get there. So, if anyone's interested, that was Zoe. She will put the link up in the stream.
I don't know. Hey, okay.
So, Zoe started working on. The bases are separate. Sillily. On the Pokemon. For Protect cards. Protect cards will be going live this weekend. So we have plans for. I didn't get a base for Callus. Oh yes, I did. He's hidden behind there. I should keep the expansions out. Mark, management material. I think the words you're looking for.
Huh?
Oh, you know what? I just need to check something.
I'll go put the link in the chat now.
Okie dokie. Cool. You can't shout at us because we're not on the list of playtesters for this one. It's not like the last. I'm going to check Callus as well. Yes. No comment. Maybe's. When you play testing, you've got to get X amount of reports in. If you don't get all of the reports in, you don't make playtest credit. So unfortunately, sometimes it really does. Life just gets in the way, and you can't get everything done. We're learning that at the moment, even with all the time in the world. We're not always going to be able to get all of the playtesting that we want to do done. No, Mark, I was not responsible for Vader at all, in the slightest. Not guilty. Not guilty. Not going to get me on this one. I plead the fifth. No, definitely not. I know some people who were. So, who do we go with? No, King. I didn't play tests. We were on the playtest team for doing these, but we were very low activity at the time. Yeah, that's Lando as well. But what I'm thinking is, which Lando? There's 3 versions. Shooting, not shooting. I like the shooting one. We're having shooting, Lando. Well, lots of comments flying up. Ah, dear. A red velvet cloak. I can do red. Oh, there's 2 bodies. Right, so if we're doing A1, A2, A3, A4, A5. So that's A1, A2. Look, Lee reads instructions. A1, A2, A3 is definitely the shoot you want. A3, A4 is that one. A5 is that clock. A lot of spares. A5, A12 and 14. So you only get 1 piece of hair with him, but you do get 2 different faces. There we go. Have I not got any glue? Been doing resin lately, haven't I? So it's just been super glue. So what Zoe's just linked there is the ProTech Cards TikTok account where Zoe's been opening Pokemon boosters today. She's done the Pokemon boosters today. Tomorrow for the new set that's just come out, and she's going to be doing booster pack openings for some time now. As part of the work with ProTech Cards. Yep, that will go into there. ProTech Talk. So we would appreciate if people went over, if you've got a TikTok account, and took a look-see, check it out, follow and like if you would any of the videos. It would be most appreciated. I have a feeling I may possibly have needed to put, I don't know, it's still quite wet, so I'm being very lucky here and getting it done. There is a little piece of Lando, a little piece of Lando. In you go. So the Lando pose. Yep, I did need to put the arms on first. It doesn't say that on the instructions, like. have a bit more on the back of the cloak where the glue is going to sit. Didn't notice how far down it went. So I need, where's my knife, where's my knife, where's my knife gone? Yeah, you've got to arm him before you can shoot. Oh dear. You did see what happened to Paul earlier, don't you? You know, you lot play with fire. So yeah, just pushing the arms in a bit to get Lando dancing, really dancing. Put his head together. Grab him by his foot. There we go. He's really easy to build once you... I'm watching you as well, Mark. I know where you live. So there he goes. Lando is in place. Quick, easy to build. I like all that. There's a lot of spares on him, but multi-pause like all the rest, so you do get a lot. And let's do... I know people who live down there. I'm sure if I was to talk to someone like, let's say, John, and tell him you were trying to take his bad joke crown off him, he would probably come and visit you. Oh, this one's got multiple heads as well. Let's have a look. Oh, so we can have two versions. One with the... I think I'm going to go with the blaster. So, bow rifle or bow staff. Let's go with... I don't know, that looks good with the staff. Yeah, you can't because other parts hang off it. To be honest, the price of these when they're in stock, I think they're only 15 quid, so if this was the faction I was going for, I would probably buy one of each. Sorry, buy two and make one of each. Buy one of each? Let's have a look. We'll take all the bits off the sprue, as usual. Take all the bits off and then worry about it later. I think they've made it a little bit where you can't. Yeah. No, what I keep saying is I can never get the staff. So I'm going to go with... Okay, I'll go with the staff, but I need to do the head that is... has the helmet. Oh, it nearly got away. Has the helmet on. And that does require a bit of cleanup on it. Head's done. Right, so one arm hangs down, which I'm presuming is that one. Just a bit of activator to make the super glue go off. There we go. A little bit better. Or a little bit faster, as it were. Yeah, to the helmet, that where it must be. There is only one. Yeah. And then the hand will just drop into place. It's a little bit fiddly. Maybe you should have super glued it, but the plastic glue is just so much stronger once it goes off. So now we've got them in place. Let's use the knife to close any of the gaps and push the hand into place. There you go. And the head. And there we have the callus. The base isn't sprue plastic. It's a different plastic to the miniature, so you have to use super glue or it just breaks off. The plastic glue doesn't melt the grey plastic or the red plastic for some reason. They've used two different types of plastic. I think it's more down because those bases were used for the resin figures as well, so they've just used everything the same. It is all just slightly different plastics. And they haven't been using the sprues that long. It was only since the Clone Wars set came out did they start doing sprues. It was all resin and they're hard plastic, which was pretty good. And I didn't activate his glue either, so wow, the amount of stuff we've been playing around with today is unreal. I think that's 6 different character miniatures. Spares. So, a bit of a recap. What time is it? It's 10:02. Let's have a bit of a chill. And where's my glasses gone? There we are. Hello. So, we have our Weird Boy is complete. This is a special edition. It was Game of the Year mini from last year. He is now finished and ready to hit a tabletop. I'll go in my display cabinet. This is the Kromlech sent us this last month, and we've been painting him up a bit at a time. I'm very pleased with how he's come out. Amazing tabletop standard, as I said. That's what we're aiming for. Quick paint jobs. We used, as we've started to use quite a bit, we've used the Zenithal sprayed base black, Zenithal highlight of white ink, clear colours of the blues, the reds, the greens, the browns and stuff like that to get the bases out. Metallics added, and then we used our enamel wash all over and then sponged it off and then went back over and cleaned a lot of it up. Yeah, well, not far off it, just a basic, but with using the clears over the Zenithal, you get a very coming to a Blood Bowl team. Oh yeah, because using as a blocker, you can very much get away with basing all of the colours down, and you get a lot of the detail. With it being the clear, it does sink into the recesses, a bit like a contrast paint, not far off contrast. So that was him done. We did very much the same with the troll from Moonstone. He's now complete as well, all painted up, ready to go do trolley things for whoever wins him next Wednesday. So he could be yours, it could be coming home with you. So then we did the work on stripping down the Eldar Sniper. Sorted some of the metal work out, and then we're going to strip him further down just to check and see if we can get everything to come off. We've done Agat from Broken Toad. He is all ready just to be cleaned and washed and glued together onto his base. And then Lando and Callus. You could use it for Blood Bowl, yeah, mate. There's no reason the troll couldn't be used for Blood Bowl as well. It is, again, another good shout. Maybe he's part of the Goblin team. I just realised it's got a little bit of a burr there, which I've missed when I've done it. There we go. So yeah, quite an eventful day. Yesterday we had a play around, and I don't know if you can see the leg armour on this, how it turned out in the end, but that, for that being metallic, where's some type porky stick. There's no mould lines, Paul. So it's got. So if you notice this foot plate here, see how it's gone metallic. That was done with a metallic wash that we tried. We thinned down the army painter night scales into very, very thin, almost wash-like consistency. We did some of the red metallics on here to test it, and the red metallic looks fantastic. But then the shoulder pad here is the blue metallic turned into like a wash yet. And then, yeah, the finger, the sword was exactly the same. Gripping the sword. This is just a test model. It's you can see it's got gaps and all sorts in it. Hence why it's about 50 different colours. But yeah, we did all of this area in the black metallic wash. So we did the sword. That's also in the red metallic, and we did that thin. That's where we started it. We did it thick on the back, and it does give quite a nice finish. But the wash part of it gave us something to think about, and we've tried it on a couple of different bits all over the model. But the metallics, I think using them thinned down, we just thinned them down with the airbrush medium, which is just the airbrush medium flow improver thinner, and that worked really well to give it a wash-like ability. So there's my pointy stick. We are about done for the evening. I'll get Callus and Lando demold lined and sprayed up in primer for next week. So next week's probably go with Agat, these two guys. A bit of a limbo week, and then we can decide where we're going next. If we're going to do a month of anything next month, or we're just going to do another. We've done a bit of concentration on getting this fella through to finish, so we can do him as a giveaway. We might pick up another game next week. Next month and do the same, but maybe it's Legion, maybe it's X-Wing. We'll have a look, see what's about. There's a few things I'd like to do, but yeah, we'll have a bit of a look. Does Paul keep? Oh no, I was gonna say, does Mark keep changing his colours? Is there anything due out in next month? Have I had anything in? Probably not. Yeah, I'll give some Legion a go. Maybe bits and pieces of different things. Oh, yeah, I'd love to do a tree beard. Both of them, yeah, I've seen both of them. Lord of the Rings week? Lord of the Rings month? It'd take me a couple of days to get them in, wouldn't it? I'll have a look. I'll have a dig about and see what we can do for next month. But we've got them now. They're in there. They're coming out this way. They're out tomorrow. Official date is tomorrow. We do have a few of them. Going to split some for spares, and that would be a good thing to do, is grab a couple and paint them up. The only problem is they're new repaints of old stuff. So again, it's already been done, Paul. So they've literally done what we'd be wanting to do, is repaint them. And I think the scum ones are just black. If I did Lord of the Rings, you could use it as an excuse for David to buy me a Smaug. If you want to buy me a Smaug, David, that's fine. I don't mind painting a Smaug up. I missed Amos earlier, so hello Amos, if you're still about. I'll leave the pink ones to you. One last... one thing before we disappear. For those people who have been following what we've been doing in the shop, we have remodeled some of it this week. That didn't come up. There it is. I think it's broke. No, I've put it into the wrong chat. Gallery. Upload. So let's try that one again. So people, yeah, I'm not convinced with it either. But so we have been working. It's not working for some reason. I'll have to look into that one as well. The Discord chat, Discord. Yes, Kinger. Yay! Oh, I put it in general, sorry. So, yeah. It'd be interesting. Very interesting. Can't wait to see him. No idea. So we have changed the layout in the garage round. These were shelves which were used for displaying product. We have now racked them out fully to hold card boxes. The card boxes are here. So we're going to be doing, as I said, this is going to be Protect cards stock, and all the holdings are going to be on here. We've got some more bits to go a bit further up. A bit further up here. Look at that. There's a Dreadfleet. Just above there's a Goblin King set for Lord of the Rings. But yeah, we've just put a full new set of shelves in. They're a bit of a mess because all of that stuff was laid on the floor while we were sorting the old shelves out and moving stuff around. So that's a little bit of work for next week, is clear all the shelves and get them filled with these boxes. We've got close to 10,000 Flesh and Blood cards in stock at the moment across there. So that's where we're at the moment. We've done quite a few bits and pieces of working. There we go. So we will be back next Wednesday. We might, if I get enough done over the weekend, I might do an impromptu one over the weekend, if that makes sense. But just keep an eye. It could be a case that we get some card pack openings done, and as we've said, if we wouldn't mind if people went over to the TikTok that Zoe's building and give them a watch, give them a look at, give it a follow. It would be really appreciated. I'm going to copy that as well. So thanks everyone for being here. Love game stream. I really don't know what you're on about, Paul. Oh, a live game stream. You can see from the shelves we're not in a position to do it. Oh, we would. The garage has got so much. Yeah, we'll be doing. Yeah, that's definitely different. Somewhat different. Yeah, the Patreon videos will go up on the Patreon. There'll be 2 or 3 of them, depending on how much time I get. And yeah, we'll see about other stuff over the weekend. But as I say, thank you everyone for coming by tonight. Thank you everyone that's subscribed, followed, watched, donated, all of the above. Again, it's been great. We've been doing this over a year now, and definitely love doing it. So I shall see you all next Wednesday, if not sooner. In the meantime, stay safe, take care.